Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm taking a bit of a break from filtering, and today I'm going to show you how I managed to achieve this document where I've grouped by a pick list value. Now, as far as I'm aware, DataRaptors don't allow you to group by. In fact, I've raised an idea for this and I'll put a link in the comments, so hopefully you can help upvote that. So what I've done is I've done a combination of two data extracts and I've put everything together in an integration procedure to produce this. Now, I don't think this is the most efficient way to do it, but I can't find any alternative at the moment. So if you know a better way, please let me know. I'd love to find out. So I'll go through what I've done. It took me a little while to do this offline, so I've decided that I'll go backwards now and show you what I put together. So essentially, this is my document. I am going to send in a contact ID, and all I'm going to display is the contact name, title, and the account name. And then I'll be going through case and getting every single case that belongs to this contact ID. I'm going to group it by case priority. And then within each priority, I'm going to display the case details. So case number, credit date, and so forth. So really, really simple. And I will attach a link to this particular document as well as all the data raptors and so forth if you want to have a look. So we've got that there. I've already uploaded it. I've done a new template here. And what I've done as well is I've gotten the template ID, and I'll show you why I've got that and where I'll put it in later. So we've got our first DataRaptor, and all this DataRaptor is doing is it's going into case and it's picking up every case where the contact ID is the ID that we've provided, and then my output path is case priority. And then in output, all I'm doing is I'm sending the priority. So when I preview that, using my test contact, you can see all the case priorities that have come through there, and you can see that they are repeated. Now, the reason why this is not an efficient process is because in this particular one, I've only got 10, but if you were, querying your entire database, that could return, more than 10, of course. But I'm just keeping it pretty small for this example. So what I've got there is just a really simple DataRaptor, and then I've gone ahead and I've created this integration procedure. So I'll run through that really quickly. So I've got my procedure name, my type, and my subtype, and then this is that very first DataRaptor extract there. So you can see that I'm calling the get case priority, and I'm sending only additional input, and it's the ID and ID there. And those are the IDs that will come from the OmniScript. Then immediately underneath, we've got this list action. So just on the side, I found list action and I dragged that through. And this allows me to dedupe that particular list. It also allows me to sort as well. But when I was doing my testing, I noticed that high, medium, and low, the sort order isn't exactly, the way that you'd want it, so like high, for example. So what I could have done is in my DataRaptors maybe assign numbers to high and medium and low and then sorted it that way. But I didn't bother for this example. So I am, for my list merge order, I've got my DR case priority, which is the immediate step above. And then the node is case priority. And then for my merge fields, I've got priority. So what comes out of this is case priority, priority. So if I preview this, and don't worry about what's coming through just yet, and have a look at the debug log and go to the first step, which is this DR case priority, that's everything that's come through there. And then down below with my dedupe, you can see it's got now medium, low, and high. And if I look at the debug, what was sent is my DR case priority, case priority, and then the merge fields there is priority. Okay, so that's getting the priority. Then what I did is I put together this new DataRaptor extract. So this one's called Get Contact Cases, and I'm querying contact because I want to get some fields from there. and also case. And if you note here, I am prefixing the case with case priority. And so I'm saying contact ID must be the same as the ID that's coming through. And the priority needs to be the priority from case priority. And then just to show you in my output, I've got my non-repeating tokens down here. So account name, contact name, and title. And then above here, I've got my case priority and case number, created date, description, origin, status, subject. And then really important, I've got my case priority and priority. And these are what is going to be, well, this field in particular is what's being sent in from the integration procedure. So going back to the integration procedure, my next step after deduping that list is my next extract. So get contact cases there. And if you scroll down for my additional input, I've got ID. So that's the same ID coming in from the OmniScript. And this time I'm passing in my case priority over there. So if we look back up here at my dedupe, and I scroll down, I've said to please transform this, and my response JSON node is case priority. So then when I call this DataRaptor, it's sending in case priority there. Okay, and then that's how that gets grouped. And then lucky last is I've got my response action, and this is essentially saying send the response from the previous step there. So that's when I preview it. You can see I've got my account name, contact name, title, and then this is my case priority. And what's important to see here is you've got the different cases. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. And then those are all of type medium. And if I scroll down, you can see priority low and priority high over there. So that's the integration procedure. Then we have our OmniScript. Now, all I did is I took the standard one that Salesforce gives to you in static resources, and I have gone ahead and I've manipulated it a little bit. So I only want the object ID. I've added in my integration procedure, which I'll go through in a moment. I've also deleted all the other steps that I don't need. I am using the TokenData one. And then just to show you a few other things, so if I go into this TokenData step here and look at my remote properties, for the template ID, I've just hard-coded in the template ID from the very first step that I showed you in this video. This is just for a very quick and easy demo, so I don't need to worry about selecting a bunch of different things. I've also removed the visibility constriction on the particular integration procedure with TokenData here. And in my generation service input parameters, I've hard-coded as well. So I've made my template type Microsoft Word, and down below I've given my value for the document title, just contact case report. My output is going to be PDF. I've got my token map data, probably doesn't need to be double equals there. And I've got PDF and PDF there. So with this token data map over here, if I come into my integration procedure, and so that just was by build and dragging that in, this is the one that I've just demoed, and we look at the remote properties. All I'm sending in is ID and the object ID, which is above here, and then scrolling down for my transformations, my response node is token data map, and then that will be inputted here. So that can work there. Now, one thing I do want to comment on is the integration procedures that are provided by Salesforce. So for example, the server-side document one here. What I've noticed is if I bring up my report, these get repeated. So you can see mediums up there. And then if I scroll down, actually, where is it? Medium gets repeated again. And I've noticed that the integration procedure provided by Salesforce actually repeats the data. So I'll just quickly show you how to fix that. So coming in here to the server-side docgen with token data, we click on the little attachment there, or the link, to open that one up. And if you scroll down to this remote action and scroll down, you can see that it's importing or sending through these keys and also this additional input. And if you were to preview it, you would notice that the data gets sent in twice. So what I'm going to do really quickly is create a new version. And over here, I'm now going to copy title over here, as well as this value. So I'm just going to repeat that for all of them. And now that I've done that, I'm going to select this checkbox here that says send only additional input, and I'm going to delete those there. And now I'll activate that. So we're now ready to test. So coming back into this contact and getting the ID. Now when I go to the OmniScript and preview it, I'll put in that ID and click next. And it didn't work. So we've got output file format was not found, which is, it must be in the integration procedure. So if I go back in there and have a look. So I must have skipped that one out. Okay, so it's a good thing that I took a backup of that one, wasn't it? All right, so let me just get this here. And we'll go here. Okay, so I'll go there. Where is my output? Okay, so one moment. Sorry, my cat was crying in the background there. I also took the opportunity to find where this output one was. So coming back in here, if we go up to the set values, and I can see that I've got my output file format there and it's PDF. So it looks like it's not being sent through to the integration procedure. So just to deactivate that. And this time we'll send it through. So I'll just add it here. And activate that. Okay, and then coming back in here, I need to add it into the step as well. So I'll just deactivate and add it in there. I actually did have to put in a support call with Salesforce because when I did this for my work, it was repeating the tokens. And so they actually explained to me that I needed to change this here. I'm not sure why they haven't updated the actual static resources file, but anyway, that doesn't matter. So let's try and preview that again. So we'll get the ID again for the contact. And let's preview them. Okay, so that was successful this time. So now if we come back in and refresh the files, we've got a second one. It's of a smaller size, which is good. So we'll open that up and we should hopefully just see medium, low, and high. So this is a really quick video showing how to do that. In fact, it's actually just me showcasing what I've already built. If you would like me to do that in smaller steps, I can make a whole, a series just on that alone. But this is the only way so far that I've found that I can group by particular fields.